Hi, Hallie and Stephen and Lory. How are you all?
Good, thank you.
So glad to that you joined me this afternoon and for a couple of minutes to have a little bit of a chat. Um, Before we really get started, to both of you, I know from personal experience and from my kids that BBYO is more high touch than high tech. The whole idea of being together. And now with this COVID crisis, that's um, been impossible. So, what have you been doing in the last couple of weeks that have allowed you to still have the experience and the camaraderie and the brotherhood and sisterhood that you have from BBYO?
Well, it was really amazing because, like, right when COVID hit, we like switched so quickly to BBYO on demand, and like it switched from like Kravitz trying to figure out what to do to NTO figuring out what to do to now like all of the international order like working together to make weekly programs still happen. And I think it's really amazing how like now we can tune into programs that like people in other parts of the world are hosting, and so now it's like even bigger and better than it was when it was just our chapter.
You
Great.
said it perfectly. Like on demand came out like the same week, and I don't know if they were like already planning on releasing it, but it was like it couldn't have been better timed. And then everyone jumped on it, and it was a pretty smooth transition.
Oh, that's so great. And we've all had to pivot, including the Federation. In fact, we did our first ever virtual Super Sunday. And so, Lori, it was great when I was on Super Sunday and you see all the like Brady Bunch blocks and squares and the faces. And I saw your face, and I know that you were volunteering and making phone calls. And I know you've got enough challenges with BBYO and raising dollars, and the needs are so great. Why was it so important for you to help the Federation raise dollars for its annual community campaign?
I think I was just really happy to help. I think that all of us right now are asking for ways of how can I help, and I know that whether that help comes from a donation, from a gift, or as a volunteer, I think that that was just the avenue that I wanted to plug myself in, and I'm really just proud of the Dallas Jewish community and proud of all the work that the Federation is doing, and it felt good to be a part of. And I think I lean on you so much. I lean on Gary Wolf and Sarah Goldman and Julie too, as far as your own like professional guidance for me. And so I'm just really grateful to have you as a community partner.
Thank you. Well, we're glad to have you too as a community partner, and we take a lot of pride in being able to support um, such great organizations, institutions, and organizations like BBYO. And so, thank you so much. Every dollar, every donor, and every volunteer matters, and it makes a difference. So, thank you. In addition, one of the things that we've been doing around the table is talking about finding silver linings or gratitude during this really challenging time. What have you found that's come out, something that's really been inspiring or has been a, a moment of happiness or joy for all of you during this crisis?
For Brandeis, we had an issue with people like it was easier. Sorry, it was easier for us to be at projects now, where it's just a link. It can be just on your phone, and it doesn't have to be a long 2 hour thing that some people have to drive from Frisco for. It was you just hop on and it was still easy to get to projects, and that was a big deal, as well as having more serious projects. It's hard to get 20 guys to be serious for in an evening, but when you're on a call you can mute everyone, and then that fixes all the problems. So it was really cool like that.
Yeah, and one silver lining we had in Kravitz was that we had a program with Maccabi Tzair in Israel, and so it was really cool because like even with the time difference and like we've tried pen pal chapters before, but like they've never fallen like through, and so now we could do like we did game morning for us and game night for them, and it was really neat to like meet with Israeli teens that are our age.
That's great. Lori?
I would say that I've always known that teens are creative and resilient and innovative. And I think even more so now in the pandemic, it's like really flown out. Like it's such a joy working with Stephen and Hallie, and all the things that they've lifted off the ground during these tough times has served as an inspiration for me. And it really gives me hope of these are our young leaders now, and this is the world that they're shaping for the future.
Thank you. And I just, not to scare both of you off, but I will tell you that most of our Federation board members are past BBYO, NTO, BBYO members. It definitely does shape and form leadership. And I can just see with both of my sons, who are recent and current college students, the type of leadership they have garnered because of their involvement in BBYO. And it is the hope that the Federation can raise enough this year and all years going forward that we can continue to support BBYO at the level that we do, if not even greater. And that's so that you can continue to be here for the community and be here for good. And we hope to be here for you and be here for good too. So thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay well. And I'm looking forward to when we can all be together in person.